Hey guys, welcome back. So, we're gonna talk about a lot today, guys. Make sure you like this live YouTube stream, everybody. She couldn't stand hurting anything or anyone, but the people around her didn't mind hurting her, and she endured it. What was so Hey guys. So today, as you guys know, I am the president of my YouTube channel and talk show, but it's mainly H.A. Jones YouTube channel. Yeah, the title of my YouTube channel is H.A. Jones, of course. For 20, between the ages of 20, 22, folks sneaking around like they're 15 older than them. Like this live YouTube video, everybody. I'm very appreciated. In the hotels, so she can sneak over across the river or wherever there was a lake to meet him. But then found out that her aunt worked at the hotel that he was in Corpus Christi, and she panicked. Like panicked, like her whole was going on. That's how scared she was. And she was like, he was playing with her, like, oh, it's cool, whatever. But she was like, no, shut up. Like, if if you find if we get found out, if my aunt is going to be crazy, because I guess the aunt is going to tell she is a female that is married to her uncle that is married to her. And I guess if she found out that Selena was with Chris and her husband, and her husband was was to Abraham, and he was going to go make them. But I'm saying they're grown. Why does it matter if they're together? Like they're grown, they're not children. They both had their own place. Selena was at the time was living in an apartment in Corpus Christi because at the time it was 1991, so she was around 20. Got the turn, yeah, she was around 20. He was already, I think, 22 or 21, 22, because he was a couple years older than her. And he had his own apartment in San Antonio. So they were both not living with families. I mean, they weren't living under their parents' roof. They both were making their own money. They're grown up. They're over the age of 18. Why does it matter if they're together? Like, I don't understand. Like, that's the single like female shit that I was saying. What's the fun? What does it matter? Again. So, um, down the line here, because I have noticed. So AB wanted to be a rock. I found out that AB wanted to be a rock musician. Didn't know that, but that's put on hold. Why? Why do you think? Because of the devil. Abraham forcing the family to form a band to play Tahano music. Abraham basically shoved his dream into his children. Like I said in the beginning, Abraham wanted Chris to keep an eye on her at all times when he was away. For what? She is a grown woman. She has a she is not that fragile. He's making it seem like she's a fragile little baby. She is not a fragile woman. She achieved a lot in her life in those 23 short lived years. She is far from fragile. She knows what she's doing. Crazy. But he wasn't acting like that with his other kids. He wasn't acting like that with Suzette. He wasn't acting like that with AD. So why are you acting like that with Celine? Because that's your money. That's your ticket. That's your golden ticket. That's your money. That's why. You don't really care about her well being. You just care about that fucking money that you were getting because that's your military. The fuck? Free. Another JoJo. But worse. So also, um, Suzette, so Suzette, which is who is the devil's advocate, told Abraham about Selena and Chris. And like I said in the previous video, when about seeing them on the bus holding hands or flirting with each other, she got mad, slammed the door, and told her dad. So when the dad found out, the dad confronted Chris. And he told him, and I quote, if you say a single word about this conversation with Selena, I will deny it, and she is going to believe me. Let me say that again. If you say a single word about this conversation to Selena, I will deny it, and she will believe me. Who the fuck do you think you are, Abraham? Who the fuck do you think you are? Who says that to someone but a fucking psycho? That sounds like some psychopath devilish shit. Like, what the fuck? Are you so you're basically saying that you are the puppet master and she is your puppet and whatever she you say, whatever you say, go. If you say jump, they say how high. That's some fucking psychopath devilish fucking controlling, manipulative, crazy ass shit. You are fucking crazy. Abraham kidding me. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Sites, languages, waterproof wear, run on holistic medical eye. Jesus. Jesus. Um, I could, I, I'll let you know. Oh. Google Pixel with Magic Eraser. Buy Google 7A and get Pixel Buds E-Series. Hey, hey, it's here, baby. And I am back with another video. So today I'm going to talk about a couple of important things. You're going to talk about the movie. So I've gotten there's been a lot of debate over the years for a very long time, actually over a decade, past decade, that Selena allegedly had butt implants, um, primarily done by the alleged affair that she had with Dr. Martinez, which I believe was totally false. If you haven't checked out my video when I talked about the alleged affair with the doctor, check it out. I did it a couple of years ago. So yeah, check that out. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to get into fake booty. So I looked up. I went on. It wasn't Spotify. I think it was Apple. Some app in Apple where you can like listen to different podcasts. And I was watching, well, listening to this girl, Anything for Solution. I think that's the name of her podcast, and she talks about different topics about fitness. And one thing she was talking about, um, big booty, big booty in the Hispanic community, primarily in the Mexican um community, because I think she's Mexican American, and it's very prominent in the Mexican community amongst women, where their body shape are really curvy, and they're known for the big booty. And she also talked about different celebrities that are known for their booty. And she talked about that African American women and Hispanic women were known for big butt. And she talked about Kim Kardashian being, a white woman who was known for her big booty. Now has been rumors that her butt is not real, allegedly. Hispanic women were known for big butt. And she talked about Kim Kardashian being, a white woman who was known for her big booty. Now has been rumors that her butt is not real, allegedly, but she clarified the rumors when she did that episode on Keeping Up with the Kardashians some years ago, where she went to the doctors and got a butt X-ray, and it was no sign of silicone in her butt. Now, that doesn't really, back then I thought, okay, well, maybe it is real, but that doesn't mean that it was still, real, because she could have got a BBW, not BBW, BBL, I think, something like that, where they transfer fat from one area to another. And so maybe they transfer fat from one area of her body on Kim Kardashian and put it in her butt so it can, you know, give a replica of a real booty. I mean, but it could be real, but you also got to look at genetics. You got to look at, the family line. Now, I never was one of the ones that said that Kim Kardashian had a fake booty. I thought her booty was real, you know, in the beginning, because it was like pleasantly portioned and it looked real. And I mean, her mom is not a skinny person. And most of her sisters were, you know, the cushions on the backside. But in recent years, her backside has become really enormous, to the point that it didn't portion with her food. So in my opinion, I think now it seems like her butt is not real, but I could be mistaken. Um, but the girl also talked about J Lo, and how she was a perfect fit for playing Selena, because of her, her curves were similar to Selena. And this was from Suzette, who to me was saying, had said that about, J Lo, and other people in the camp have said that. Now, I don't know if talked about this. I think I talked about it in another video that I did that I compared the two in the video. But yes, Selena and J Lo are very curvy Hispanic women, but in different ways. Now, J Lo is curvy, and she does have a big butt, but her butt is shaped different than Selena's. Her butt is more wide. Selena proves out. So it's like, yes, J Lo has a big butt for her stature, but because she has wide hips, it gives the illusion that she has a bigger butt, but really it's not as big as Selena's, and it's not that big because she's more wide, and she gets that from her mom. Her mom has a wide hip. Now, Selena, on the other hand, she has thick thighs, and she has her butt protrudes out versus
I'm trying to
her
get this
butt
shirt
being
down.
wide. She doesn't have wide hips. She has a narrow hip, but it's pleasantly
Wait, hold on.
proportioned.
I
But
better
her
rise.
out is more curvy and more it sticks out
That should
more
work.
in her thick. And she gets that from her mother because I've seen, pictures of her mom, or even videos of her and her mom is short and stocky, on the bottom half. And then there's a lot of pictures of Selena where, 'cause television can make a person look taller than what they really are. But Selena in real life is actually not tall. She's actually short for a woman. I think she's 5'4" or something in that area. But she's 5'4", 5'5", something like that. But she's not tall, but in on TV, she looks very tall. And I thought she was tall, but she's not. And she's really thick on the bottom half. Like she's a pear shape. Pear shaped bodies they gain their weight from the waist down versus the waist up. Apple shaped bodies gain their weight from the waist up. I have an apple shaped body, meaning if I was to gain weight, all of my weight will go above my waist versus below my waist. And one of my friends is a pear shape. All of her weight goes from her bottom half. If she were to gain a lot of weight, you will see it in her butt. Like she has a huge butt. So you will see it in her butt and her thighs, and that's primarily, and maybe her ankles. And that's how, Selena's body is portioned, and that's also how Beyonce's body is portioned. Beyonce has a big butt as well, and when she gains weight, it mainly goes to her lower half. And she does have some. It does go to her arms sometimes. Like when she gains weight, you can tell by her arms that she put some weight on her. But she also has thick thighs, and she used to be um self-conscious about her thighs because she talked about it in interviews.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay.
Years ago that people called her thighs. They said her thighs was people said her thighs were like sausages or whatever. Um, so she was self conscious about that. But she and Selena had similar thighs when it comes to the size and stuff. So you have to look at that. But do I believe Selena butt is big? I mean butt is real? Yeah, her butt is real. If you go back and look at some of her photos when she started out in the 80s when she was a teenager, you can tell that she was still developing, but you can tell that the weight is mainly in her lower half. Her thighs were thickening up, her behind was thickening up, and her face was a little thicker, but that's about it. Most of her weight goes in those areas, and she's always had problems in that area. Because also that's what the girl was talking about on the podcast that Selena, you know, was very self-conscious about hips and her thighs, and primarily it happened when I think they got locked out of the bus or something. Something happened with the bus, and I think they got locked out, and they needed somebody, and there was a window near the next to the steering wheel that was cracked open, and they needed somebody small enough to go through the window to, I guess, to retrieve the keys or something. So Selena volunteered to do it, but I think her father said that she wouldn't be able to go through, of course, because she had a big butt and it wouldn't go through that small hole. But she thought she could do it because she has a slim waist. So when she made the attempt to do it, she got stuck in between her butt. She couldn't get through. And so she cried and was very self-conscious about her weight or about her look when it came to her lower half because she was embarrassed. So, and so she's always been self-conscious about her lower half. And so yeah, the butt is real. You can tell. It's very evenly portioned, and she's always had that type of weight on her ever since she was a teen. Now there are people out there that made videos about her so-called allegedly butt implant, stating pictures of when she was skinnier than her later years.
Okay.
There is specific performance where she had the guitar earring, and she had on a leather jacket and some leather pants. That was when she was at her skinniest. She was actually sick during that or recovering from being sick during that performance. That's why she looked so skinny because couldn't keep anything down. I don't know if she had the flu. I think she had the flu and I know she had bronchitis. So she was just getting over it when she had did that performance. So that's why she lost a lot of weight because she wasn't keeping food in. So that's information for your behind. So that's why she was really skinny. But they always using that picture or that performance and comparing it to all the other pictures that she had. Now her weight was going up and down because she was also trying to lose weight to fit in her gown that she had, that she was wearing for the Grammy. And that's another reason why she was losing weight. So some pictures, she looked smaller than others. but then she gained her weight right back when she did the No Me Queda Más video. She wore the same gown that she wore to the Grammy, and she even said it in the video, in the behind the scenes footage, that she had gained weight, in the gained weight. So her gown didn't fit as, you know, perfect as it did when she went to the Grammy. But the girl's butt is real. It's real. It's real.
Oye, ¿inventaron algún chisme? En 94 inventaron algún rumor. Inventaron, bueno, muchos rumores. Juro que mis compis no eran de verdad. Sí, sí, no, de verdad. Basically, guys, what happened was the interviewer was asking her if her butt was real, and she told him that it was. That's why she even touched it and tried to prove to everybody that it's real because it is. Because people thought she got butt injections, and she just got a big butt from dancing on stage. Basically. Yeah, I might need laptop back by the bank. I can card. Yeah, and laptop. Change the. I'll give you.
Now you can tell by, fake butts, because I will post some pictures of, fake butts. It will have like a dent in it. You can see the silhouette of I don't know if that's the right word to use, but you can kind of see the outline of the silicone on a on a a butt cheek. From like look at Nicki Minaj, look at Lil Kim, look at what is her name? Um, China, Black China, etc. Look at those girls, and you can tell the difference when their butt is not aligned with their leg, meaning when their legs are skinny or smaller than their behind. More than likely, that's not real. Or if it look like it has a like you're wearing a diaper. Stop the booty shame. It's leave it like it can't perfect body. Because nobody's perfect, so I'm not gonna say perfect body, but people just be acting like nobody has a almost perfect body, and her body was almost perfect. It wasn't perfect, but it was almost perfect because it was very easy sports, and she had almost like a choke body. I would say the almost only I would say in my opinion, there are like 3 women that I feel like has an almost perfect body. And ironic, they all can check. And that Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce, and Celine. Period. So yeah, enough with the body shaming. All right, guys. I thank y'all so much for being here today. And 45 seconds left, everybody. Well, a minute. Okay. All right, guys. Bye, guys. Peace. Love you guys. Peace.